Hi, YouTube. Long time no see, no hear. I feel like an idiot because I just recorded, well, it wasn't that long. It was like 2 minutes of an intro. And then my phone just shut off. So unfair. But, anyways, what I was saying to apparently myself was that I've always wanted to bring forth spiritual knowledge from experiences or from what my spirit team has taught me, what life has taught me, whatever it may be. But I never had, like, I don't know, I just never knew how I would go about it. But the other day I was like, well, duh, I'm still learning. And duh, I learned from my spiritual team and the spirits that visit me on the daily. So I'm like, why not ask them? But because I think what I was saying previously was that I think when people think of talking to spirits, um, that scared me. They think like we're able to communicate how you and me do so, how I'm doing so right now, how you're hearing it, and that's not the case. It's usually very, very faint whispers that you can barely hear. So, in order for them to deliver the messages, that's why we have divination tools, so we can hear them loud and clear. Um, so today for my divination, I will be using not only my psychic abilities, but also some oracle cards. I was unsure if I wanted to use tarot to clarify or how many cards I wanted to pull out from the oracle, which I'm still like back and forth on that. But this oracle deck has been calling me for the longest, and it's a shaman deck, which I'm a sucker for, like shamanism and all that. I just like, I don't know, there's something about the nature and the ancestry behind it. It's just very appeasing to me. Um, so yeah, let's get to it. I'm gonna see what spiritual knowledge they wanna. I heard deriving tools and ancestors. I heard a box. Just the word a box. I don't know what that means. Oh, you know what? If you have headphones on, be careful because prior to the reading, I did want to hit the sounding bowl. Let's just clear off all stagnant energy, all unnecessary energy, and energy that may be lingering that is not ours. Oh, so softly. Okay. I heard pretendiente, which that's Spanish. It means like someone who is interested in you, but like usually romantic. So I don't know. I'm not too fond of romantic readings. I heard truth hurts. Um, and I heard derived from ancient wisdom, and I felt a little tingle in my right side of my hip, so like the masculine side of the root chakra. Chakra. Okay. And I just heard derived from ancient India. So I think they're correcting me because I was just like trying to figure out how to say it, chakra. So it's just like on my way. Okay. Let's see what hot topics. Okay. What is this? Wild woman in the reverse. When I pulled that out, I heard self-control. Um and this obviously is like the main the main viewpoint, which to me is like the heart. I cannot see back here. I'm like sitting in back of the phone, you guys. So what did I say? Self-control, I think it was. Oh, that one wanted to come out. What was the gatherer? I heard learned experience, but I was going to think of gathering information before you act. Oh my god, and that's I was only gonna do one card, but here we are. It's okay. Ooh. So we have the middle world and the reverse, and that. Oh my god, I don't remember what I just heard. Something about a man. Something about a man. Middle world. A man. Oh, that's weird because I did feel the masculine side of my chakra tingle. Maybe um masculine ancestry. Maybe that's what that meant. I don't know. Oh, I heard galore, and then this just flipped out. Should I flip down the um mystical shaman. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Because I just heard. Oh, I didn't just hear. I was speaking about how like shamanism is intriguing to me and fascinating. In the back of the deck, we have Holy Mountain in the reverse. Okay, so right away, let me try to hurry up. I feel like I'm gonna forget the message. Um, I just heard forgetting your divinity. Um, I just feel like society is so like, oh my god, apart, not apart, I'm trying to choose the word, like we just became so distant from the Holy Spirit, um because of like generational pain, right? Our ancestors, they didn't have the knowledge and the ability to gain the knowledge that we have today. Sometimes we take for granted, really. So the way that they would go about things was just like instinctual, really. Why shouldn't I say instinctual? That word, bad choosing. Just what they felt like doing, to the best of their knowledge. They were doing the best they could with the knowledge that they had. So because of that, obviously they made a couple oopsies, and then those oopsies carried on ancestral karma, right? I think in this particular reading, they want to talk about masculine trauma, karma, whatever you have it, that caused that a lot of self-loathing, um, overreacting, being impulsive with anger, and oh my god, I just felt my toe, my big toe tingle. To I heard that the big toe is like a connection to God. So funny. Um, how so how we act as a society, the collective, in times of triggering It's mostly derived from ancestral karma, trauma, not only what we've seen our parents grow up like, but just what energetically runs through that lineage. You have to oh my God, remember, as humans, we are spirit and soul, but we're also human. So ego is human. We are acting out of our ego, which strays us away from the Holy Spirit. What is the soulful way to act? The soulful, yeah, lightning, that electric, that shocking, that destructive, that impulsive way to be when triggered. Um, the ego can be nice, it can be a defense mechanism. It can be, that's like shadow work, right? How you learn to incorporate your shadow and use those to your benefit to become a better person. A lot of people think of the shadow and they're like, oh, those are my dark ways. Yes, but you can also transmute them and use them for your benefit. For example, if you are a very good fighter, a shadow aspect might be to just wanting to always fight. No bueno. Don't do that. Don't just go off giving everyone your energy, hurting those who didn't, you know, mean no harm. But you can use that at times of self-defense. If you're walking on the street and someone's trying to rob you, then you can bring that shadow out, right? That's like, I don't know if that was a good example, but hopefully you understand that. I think the main message here is, in order to try and control that over masculinity, that aggressive side, that traumatic side, we have to gather as much information as possible with whatever time we have, right? We might have 1 second to act. So in that 1 second, you want to gather all the information. Um, the main thing, a huge healing technique that I have used is asking yourself why. Like, why do I feel like this? Why is what that person saying to me offending me or triggering me to be in my my shadow masculine, really? And wanting to hurt back, honestly. Sometimes, a lot of the times, you will find an answer. That may be, oh, first of all, they're actually not trying to, um, they're not trying to be hurtful. I am hurt because I am triggered, not because they are purposefully trying to hurt. That is like a huge part of healing that will help you out massively. Um, and then there's that small percentage that they actually are trying to hurt you. And that needs to be noted too, right? We're not just gonna let everyone walk all over you and insult you, you know. Um, I just that yeah, your inner your ancestors have been through heck and back, right? In the spiritual and physical world. So we don't know. We have to pause and gather as much information to be able to like decipher, are they truly trying to hurt us, or is this just me and my wounds being triggered? But your ancestors, they already know. Like off rip, they know if someone is trying to hurt them. Did I see Hunter in here? No, I don't see him. No, it's Gatherer. I was gonna say like a hunter. They know how to work with their, how do you say it? Like with nature, to know what they can pray, what they can't. Um, like they I'm trying to put this into words. From experience, they're able to automatically know what is hurtful, what is not, what is triggering, what is not. But that's them, and it took them lifetimes to do so, and they're no longer here, right? They are in the spiritual world. So we have to look into our inner shaman and be able to fight those battles within ourselves, because that's the first battle that you have to fight. Is honestly, it's yourself. Is not the external forces. 99% of the external beings or situations that are trying to harm you or allegedly trying to harm you cannot harm you if you don't have those triggers. You're only, oh my God, how can I put this? You can only be triggered if you have triggers, you know? No one can threaten you with leaving you if you don't have a abandonment wound. They could just be like, okay, go then, right? So we have to try to focus more and more in that, in our inner shaman, how to heal ourselves, how to always, this is very important, always acknowledge that you, if you are in a healing journey, excuse me, if you choose to be in a healing journey, anytime that you feel something negative starting to pop up, you always have to acknowledge, I am on a healing journey. First of all, my team and God are going to be sending me tests to see if A, I can pass them, and B, if I can practice what I have been learning, and three, prove to myself that I can overcome these issues, these wounds. But oh my God, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? But also, I need like ADHD medication to be able to do these readings. I swear I don't have ADHD, but I might. I might. um, yeah, you have to heal within yourself to be able to have less afflictions, really. You know, the less triggers you have, the less people can hurt you. But always remember that you are in a healing journey. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah. So you're constantly going to be getting tested. So you always have to remind yourself, oh, yeah, I'm healing. Why is this affecting me? Are they really trying to hurt me? Or is this an issue that I have? If it's an issue that you have, that's when we want to heal, right? That's when we want to heal them triggers. See why, when it began, why it began. Why does it still hurt till today? How we can fix it. Do we need to speak to the person that caused it? Do we need to keep on repeating that cycle until we change it? Whether it is ourselves repeating the cycle or God and the universe repeating it for you. Um, you know, sometimes it's not our choice, sometimes it's their choice. But you want to put that into perspective. Again, you want to gather as much information as you can in all aspects, before you react, before you get into that negative masculine energy. I just seen this like broccoli. So, well, broccoli is green. That's heart. I see heart here. A lot. Yes. The majority of wounds, the majority of people have, that is probably the main source of their pain. And it's like the majority of the collective. I keep saying majority. It's a heart wound. It's just the heart. Like the heart is so sensitive. It's our most prized possession, right? It's how we're able to do for others and do for ourselves. And it's also how we're supposed to protect ourselves, protect others. Like the heart is like, I tell you, the heart is something else, energetically and physically. So, a lot of heart healing, I'm pretty sure, will need to take place, and that is loving others, right? Being compassionate. That's another thing I was gonna say. Like when you are in conflict with a loved one, try to have your empathic senses always open. They might not always, but as long as you will, it'll help not to worsen the situation. We don't want to hurt our loved ones, right? That's why they're our loved ones. um, yeah. So the heart, it's it should be nourished as well. That's why I was gonna go with the broccoli. Maybe certain foods might make you act negatively, so you wanna. I think they're telling us. Me too. To watch our foods and watch how they make us react. Like caffeine gets me a little nervous, right? So on days that I'm already feeling anxious, I'm not gonna quote overdo it on caffeine. Once I drink my coffee for the day, later on sometimes at work I get offered more coffee. I'm like, no, no thank you. It'll make my heart hurt. So that those type of scenarios. Um I'm just being asked to look at this feather. With feather, that is like air, what you're hearing. So maybe the music, yeah, that's what it is. The music that we consume. The majority of music, especially nowadays, is like it's ratchet. It's ratchet. It's mostly negative. I tend to listen to back in the day music, which still, like I do indulge in my rap music and stuff like that. Um, but it is a vibration. It is a frequency. That music emits frequency. Words also emit frequency. So, like she's holding the feather close to her head. It's like what you tell yourself as well. The limitations that you put on yourself, which you shouldn't have any. Don't put limitations on yourself, please. The only time you put limitations on yourself is with your aggression. Be like, nah, we're not gonna go out there and like, unalive people. That's a good limitation to have. You know what I'm saying? That limitation, yes. But I'm being brought back to the frequencies. You want to try to not overdo it with the negative. We're humans, right? We're gonna listen to our rap. We're gonna listen to our what is it that they listen to? I just heard Doja Cat in my head, but I was trying to think of Megan the Stallion. I don't really listen to her, but a lot of people do. So it's like inevitable, but just try to minimize it and remember that that is like what's being sold in you. Those words, that vibration, that literal frequency, right? Because frequency, we talk about it a lot in the spiritual world and spiritual world in the spiritual sense, but it's also scientific, you know? Those are actual frequencies, they're actual waves. So those emit something into us. It's like our ancestors, right? They would use, I'm surprised it didn't come up. There's a card in there that's like, I think it's the drum. And then, when they drum it, it's like to put that frequency into the earth and then like, basically give not life to the earth because the earth is already alive, but just like that give and take, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like there was a reason why they did it, right? There was a reason why we're influenced to do it today and make that music. They also have the healing music, which is like binaural beats and alpha waves and beta waves. That's like probably the best type of music that you can listen to right now. I have been into Native Native American flute music lately. Really good. Really good. One of my faves. I have a flute from my ancestors on my altar, but I don't know how to play it. But I am into that type of music, and it's very calming. It's very healing. Um, Especially if you're just having a bad day and you can't get rid of that funk. Sometimes you got to be in that funk, right? You got to feel it out. Why is this upsetting me? Why why is this upsetting them? What did I do? What did they do? Who's in the wrong? But there's going to come a time where it just gets repetitive. If it's getting repetitive and you've already came up with the answers to it and you're just getting the same responses, that means you're done, right? You're done with those emotions, with those thoughts. So it's time to break out of that funk. And sometimes because you've been in that energy so long, it's like it's accumulated so much of your aura and so much of your space that it's like it's big, it's massive. So you gotta, so it's kind of like hard to get rid of, right? This is like this big boulder all around you. You don't want a big heavy boulder all around you. So one way, smoke cleansing. Another way, you know, singing bowls. They have tuning forks. But if you don't have any of that, you could just go on YouTube and listen to binaural beats, like I said, alpha waves, healing music. Just look up positive vibe music or first start with how to get rid of the negative energy because that's what we want to do. We want to clear the fields, right? And then we'll listen to positive attraction music thing, whatever. Get distracted. I'm like, the movie Up, that the dog is like squirrel. That's me. So one day I'll show my face and you guys are able to see how how much like that dog I am. You're gonna be like, what the heck? She must have had that coffee today. um, but yeah, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope that you enjoy this segment, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. And I really hope that you understood what the heck I was talking about because I was all over the place. But I hope more than all of that is that you gained the knowledge that I was trying to portray and it helps you grow and helps you enjoy your days a little more and enjoy your loved ones a little more. And yeah, oh yeah, like and subscribe, please. Like and subscribe. That way I'll want to record because I went for the longest. Well, I was recording for myself and it was really weird. But at least now I have like 5 subscribers. So it's not as weird. Okay, guys, thank you so much.